Hello students, this is Swati, mathematics teacher. This video for second PU student about midterm examination, blueprint, syllabus and important questions. So first going through the second PU midterm examination syllabus 2025. So first 9th chapter in this there, relation and function, inverse trigonometry function, matrices, determinant, linear programming problems, continuity and differentiability, application, derivative, vectors, three-dimensional geometry. Some other districts, replacement of three-dimensional geometry to integrals. And in this syllabus first 5 chapter is up to continuity and differentiability. Will the already written the test, first test. So other remaining 4 chapter is extra for the midterm examination, and this very easy and scoring chapter is there. So relation and function, matrices, determinant, there is a very easiest chapter where scoring chapter also matrix and determinants. So coming for your blueprint. So we already know that what is the exam pattern. So we have 5 part A, part B, part C, part D, part E. So in the part A section, so 20 questions is there, 15 MCQ and 5 is fill in the blanks. In these 20 questions, we have to write 20 questions compulsory and each carry 1 marks. So total 20 marks. So MCQ is sometimes difficult, sometimes average. First of all, you have to compulsory attend the MCQ and fill in the blanks. You must read the textbook compulsory. So in the section of part B, there is 11 questions. You have write only 6 questions. So in 5 questions is selected. So per question is 2 marks, carry 2 marks, and this total is 12 marks. Then part C, there is also 11 questions, have 11 question, but you have to write 6 question only. There also option is there. So each question carry 3 marks, total 18 marks. So part D contain 8 question, but you have a choice only 4 question. So each question carry 5 marks. So total is 20 marks. And part E, this part is very important. So there is a 2 question is there, and each question have sub question A and B. So suppose question A contains 6 marks or question B contains 4 marks, or sometimes is vice versa also there. So the total marks is 10 marks. Is every year actually repeated questions asked. So not a new question, sometimes as graph or sometimes as integral or trigonometry or continuity part. So again coming to your syllabus, so chapter 4 determinant, compulsory question in this chapter. This question is containing 4 marks. This is compulsory question. Any one question is asked, but this is a compulsory question. Linear programming problems also containing 6 marks, and continuity and differentiability contain 4 marks. Suppose replacement of linear programming problem, integral, sometimes as integral have 6 marks. But these three chapter, determinant, linear programming problems and continuity and differentiability, very important chapter. Every year asks 4 marks, 6 marks and 4 marks compulsory. Then relation and function. In coming to the 5 marks question, relation and functions must have one 5 marks question. Matrices 5 marks, determinant 5 marks, continuity and differentiability 5 marks. So there is a totally 4 question is there, 1 2 3 4 question is there, but maximum 8 question is given for your examination. So in the part D containing 8 question, but you have to write 4 question only. So another 4 question is choice for you. So but sometimes ask in relation and function, matrices, determinant, continuity and differentiability, sometimes ask twice questions. So you better prepared. Suppose you score more your intentionally, so you have to practice relation and function, matrices, determinant is more practice is important for score more. So coming from your blueprint, so observe that there is a 9th chapter is there. First relation and functions, 2 question is MCQ compulsory, carry 1 marks. And part C, 3 marks question, 1 3 marks question 1. So observe that 3 marks question is 1, 5 marks question is 2, totally 15 marks. We must choose this question compulsory, this chapter compulsory. This very much easy chapter and scoring chapter. Concept is very simple. Relation and function is one part is relation, another part is functions. It's very easy and very tricky method. You have to compulsory attend, you get 15 marks very easily. And second chapter is inverse trigonometry function. Inverse trigonometry function is 2 marks in MCQ. So we must write formulas. We must memorize formulas, very much important. And 3 marks is 1 question, 2 marks is 2 question. So it's carry 10 marks. This is also easy chapter when your formula is practice. When we formula know, this chapter is important. Then matrices. very much easy chapter. When your calculation is must and should you know, and simplification must and should you know, this very easily got a 15 marks, very easily. And determinant MCQ 2 marks 2 and 5 marks 1. This chapter also carry 15 marks. So student, we observe that only this 3 chapter, relation and function, matrices and determinant, only is 3 chapter you got, observe that 45 marks. 15 plus 15 plus 15, 15 plus 15 plus 15, how much? 45. When you understand the concept of matrices, determinant, relation and function, you must and should take a practice. Compulsory you get 45 marks, easily passing marks is you got, and not a passing marks, more than passing. So next is continuity and differentiability, MCQ 2 question and 1 marks means fill in the blanks is 1 question, and 2 marks is 1 question, 3 marks is 1 question, 5 marks is 2 question, and 3 marks 2 question, 4 marks 1 question. What is continuity and differentiability? Where is 4 marks question asks? In a part D. So observe that 4 marks question, where 4 marks question asks? It asks in the part E. So this chapter is also more than 25 marks is got. So continuity and differentiability 25 marks, application of derivative 10 marks, vector 8 marks, 3-dimensional geometry 10 marks, and linear programming. So it's very much important, linear programming. So linear programming is very important because in this chapter asks about graph. So very important question, sometimes ask this for 6 marks, 6 marks 2 questions, 6 marks 2 questions. So anyone, there is a choice is there in the part E, you attend any one, but graph is most important. Dear students, you write and you must practice graph. It's very easy method, is very easily scoring. So next, going for important questions. In the relation and function chapter, this important 3 marks question is there. So first example 2, 3 marks questions. So I'm telling about 3 marks questions now. Example 2, 3. So in the relation and function chapter, I am telling about 3 marks question. So first example 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 also sometime ask, and these are all 3 marks question. And in exercise 1.1, this second question is important, first main second question, and this fourth main D questions is important, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and half of the 1.1 is important, and ninth one, in a ninth main, both are important for 3 marks question. These are all the 3 marks question in relation and function chapter. Then coming to 11.1.2, in the 1.2 question, in this 1.2 question ask for 5 marks, in a seventh section. A and B are important. Then ninth one, and example 17 is important, and example 15 is important. These are all questions for 3 marks and 5 marks of the chapter relation and function. In the second chapter, inverse trigonometry function, in this chapter as for 2 marks 2 question, 3 marks 1 question, So in this chapter, ask for find the principal value of cot inverse of root 3. So tan inverse of minus root 3, like that question ask. And 14th question, tan inverse of root 3 minus secant inverse of minus 2 equal to, like this question ask. And sometimes ask for 2 marks question. So understand this table, domain and range of the functions. Domain and range of the functions also important. So next in this section, example 3 first and second questions is important for 2 marks. I am telling about only 2 marks now. 2 marks. And so ask for 2 marks, like that question, sin inverse of sine of 2 pi by 3. And 15th one question, so in this chapter 3 marks question 1 is there, so it's nothing but a 3 marks question. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 9th one and also 12th one. So important questions. And example 4 is a 3 marks question, important question, is a compulsory question. Is not so many times asked, more than 3-4 times asked in the very year. So example 4 is important. And example 5 also a important question. Chapter 3 matrices. In this chapter 3 marks question 1 and 5 marks question is 2. So very easiest chapter and very high scoring chapter, one of the high scoring chapter. 5 question is 2, 10 marks. We easily got 10 marks when concept is understand, when simplification is understand. So in this chapter there is a 2 theorem is important. So practice this two theorem compulsory, students. So first one is a plus a inverse. Where is that? So in this chapter 3.2 exercise, question number 7. First one and second one is important. And find x and y value. This is 3 marks question. Is both 7 and 9th question is 3 marks question. One question is asked for examination. And this 13th question is important. Very important. This is very important question. And theorem 1 is important for 3 marks questions. Theorem 1 and 2 theorem is important of this chapter. So 2 theorem, 1 is a plus b and inverse is a symmetric and a plus a minus is q symmetric. Another one is a into b dash equal to b dash into a dash. This theorem also important for 3 marks. For a 5 marks question, in this chapter 5 marks question is 2 questions asked. So first one is 5th main first and second important, and 3rd main first and second question is important. And then and example 21 is important. Example 21 is important for a 5 marks. And in these 3.2 sections, question number 16, 17 and 18 is important. 18 is very important, so many times asked. And coming for the example question number 17, 18 and question number 16. Question number 16 is very important. So in this question 5 marks question is very important, so please listen. So fourth chapter is determinant. In this chapter 2 marks question is 2, 4 marks question is 1. So in this chapter 2 marks question, 5 marks question, 4 marks question. 2 marks question is 2, 2 to the 4, 5 marks question is 1 and 4 marks question also 1. How much you got? 4 plus 2 8, 8 plus 5 13 marks. This is also very easiest chapter, determinants. When you understand the matrices, so determinant also very important chapter, very easiest chapter. So coming for important question in the determinant section, first 2 marks question I will explain. Seventh question, find the x value, then area of triangle. All questions are important, not specifically say that which one is important, but area of triangle topic is very much important. One questions must ask in the topic of area of triangle. So all questions are practice that, all are practice area of triangle topic. For 2 marks, area of triangle topics is 2 marks question. So area of triangle topic is 2 marks question, and also find the x value, y value or determinant or evaluate the determinant, like the topics only ask for 2 marks question. For remaining 5 marks and 4 marks question, exercise 4.4 is important. Exercise 4.4. So in this determinant chapter, example 14, 15 are important for 5 marks and 4 marks question. For 5 marks and 4 marks question. And coming to the exercise 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These questions are important for 5 and 4 marks questions. 5 and 4 marks question. Continuity and differentiability chapter. This chapter is very important point of your scoring, because this chapter asks for 25 marks. So first 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks and 5 marks. 2 marks question is 1, 3 marks question is 2, 4 marks question is 1, 5 marks question is 2. So how much? 22 marks. So 22 marks, 1 fill in the blanks and 2 MCQ, total 25 marks. Heavy high weightage chapter for your midterm examination. So please understand the concept and find and practice very important questions. Practice very important questions. At least 2 questions are present. So next, coming to exercise and example problems, I am telling about now for 2 marks question. In the 5.1, in the for 2 marks, asking like that question, examine the continuity of the function, like that. Question number 2 and 3 are important. And then coming for 5.2, coming for 5.2, sir, important fund sin x square plus 3 up to 1 to 8. 1 to 8 questions are important in 5.2 for a 2 marks question. And next 5.3. In this 5.2 also 1 to 9th question, 1 to 9 important with example problems also practicing. So please practice example problems also, because 2 marks question is sometimes unexpected questions also given. And exercise 5.4, in this exercise every questions and with examples you must practice. And coming for 5.5, so in this example 29 30 is important for 2 marks, only for 2 marks. This is logarithm questions, this is logarithm question, important question. And then in exercise 5.5, in this exercise important for log to the power of cos x, and this one, and 11th and 12th one, and 14th one are the important question for only 2 marks, only 2 marks question. Coming for 3 marks question, 5.6, all problems are important, for 3 marks, question. And in exercise 5.3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is important for 3 marks question. So practicing all are so important question, anyone must be asked, because 3 marks is 2 questions is there given. So please work out all questions. So coming for 4 marks question, in the 4 marks question, in this exercise 5.1, there is a in exercise 5.1 important section for 4 marks, one question is given. So 17th, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, up to 30 question, you must practice, because 4 marks compulsory one question is given. So please work out in this chapter. Is very important chapter, very score chapter. Who score 60 above must practice this chapter very 2 or 3 times, and especially understand the concept of continuity and differentiability. For a 5 marks, talking about 5 marks question, in this question concept of differentiability. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 questions are important for 5 marks question. In this 5 marks question, 2 questions is as for your midterm examination, and some example questions also are important. Some example question like that 37, 38, like that question must important. Please practice this questions, and this chapter is very much important. This chapter is as for 25 marks. So please work out very much, very neatly, understand the concept. In this application of derivative chapter, 2 marks 2, 3 marks 1 question. So in this chapter, who understand the differentiation or derivative must and should solve very easily. And we know some important formulas, little bit formulas about like area of circle, area of triangle, like that. So coming for 2 marks question, so example 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 5 is important for 2 marks question. And the exercise 6.1, question number 2. Volume of the cube and stone is dropped into a quiet take. This 2 and 5th is important. And next one is question number 15. Question number 15, 16, 17 is important, and 18 also important point of your MCQ questions. For a 3 marks question, 8, 9, 10, 11 important, and 12 also important question. Find the interval question also important for 3 marks. And then exercise 6.2, 3, 4, 5, 6 A, B, C, D are important, and 8th one and 9th one question is important. And prove that function given, 11th question also important for 3 marks. Talking about 3 marks questions in the, this is for 6.2 exercise. Next 6.3, some important example questions also important in this chapter, like that example 20, 22 and example 23 and example 24 also important. And find the absolute maximum and minimum value of the function also important. So 29th. Then coming for the exercise 6.3. In this exercise 6.3, so many questions are important, so please practice. Second one, third one, and next 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th are important, and 5th one, absolute maximum minimum, 1, 2, 3, 4 questions also important for 3 marks questions. So please practice for of this question. In this vector algebra chapter, 2 marks question is 1 and 3 marks question is 1. So totally 4 marks question. So in this chapter, section formula is very much important. So section formula is very much important for all problems. In this section 10.1, as for MCQ or fill in the blanks, and then remaining are 2 and 3 marks. Most important section formula. So this is the section formula, important formula. This is important, very much important for 3 marks questions. And in this chapter, question number 22, 23 and question number 24, these 3 questions, 22, 23, 24 important for 3 marks question. Find the area of triangle having the points. This very important question. And exercise 10, this for 3 marks question 2, find the vector perpendicular and area of triangle. 4, find the area of triangle. Second question, 9th question, and 10th question, find the, this is important question, find the area of parallelogram. So many times asked. And 10.3, exercise 10.3, where is 10.3? In this exercise 10.3, find the angle between the vector asked for 2 marks, and then for 3 marks 13, 14, 15, 16 so are collinear. Show that vector from the vertex is right angle triangle. These questions are 3 marks question, but find the angle between the vector, projector of the vector, angle, and like that question, evaluate the product. And question number 6, 7, these are all the 2 marks question. These are all the 3 marks question. This is the vector chapter important problem. So next chapter, three-dimensional geometry. In this chapter, 2 marks question is 1, 3 marks question is 2, 3 2 is 6, total 8 marks. In this chapter, one theorem is important. The theorem is, so this theorem is important for 3 marks only for Cartesian product. Only for Cartesian form is important for 3 marks question. And in this chapter, examples questions also sometimes ask. So question number like 8, question number 8, question number 8. So question number 8, 9, 10, these are all 3 marks question. And exercise 11.2 is important for 3 marks. Exercise 11.2 sometimes ask for only these questions: 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so 15, like that. Bande. So sorry, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 questions are important for 3 marks question. 3 marks question. So for 2 marks question in 11.2 exercise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 9th questions is important for 2 marks. Up to 9th question important. Remaining in 11.1, in the 11.1 exercise, there is important for if a line direction ratios, example 3, 1, 5 collinear are important for 2 marks question. And example 5, 4, 6 also important. So linear programming, this is the last chapter of midterm examination. There is a 6 marks 2 questions, so 12 marks. So but there is a choice, you can attend only one question for this chapter. So in this chapter, as for maxima is z equal to 3.4. so maximum or minimize are both asked. Question number 8, 9, 10, like that. And compulsory question is asked. Compulsory questions. So question number example 4 also important. This chapter must one question is asked. So please, I am telling in this video all about important problems. So next video I will try to explain all the problems with a detailed solution. Suppose you like this video, I will do full explanation video. So thank you so much for watching.